Hi, my name is Casey Beth Wallace, and this is my audience. Today, I will be giving an informative speech about how to be an effective slap hitter. The title of my speech is Triple Threat, because as a slapper, you have three main options to do whenever you're up to bat. I chose to talk about this topic because I have had experience and success slap hitting in softball from the time I was about 12 years old in travel softball, high school softball, and now playing at the college level. Also growing up, my older sister slap hit in softball as well, so I grew up watching her. Natasha Watley once said, "Not knowing what a hitter is going to do is a mind game for the defense." As a slapper, you have multiple options at the plate. The National Scouting Report wrote, a slapper can drag bunt, power hit, or just regular slap for a base hit to get on base. Today, I will be sharing the mechanics, self-discipline, and fitness components needed to be a successful slap hitter. Starting off with the mechanics. So, footwork is one of the main differences from being a slapper or a regular hitter. So, instead of standing still in the batter's box, your feet will cross over on contact. This gives you more power when hitting and momentum to the ball. The next thing that's important is your timing. So, Jay Cox writes, a slapper must remain in the box, so timing is very important. But if you can master this, it will be very helpful to get the jump to first base. The next thing important for not only slap hitters, but all hitters in general, is to have a strong top hand. So what that means is, whenever you're in the batter's box, if your top hand isn't strong, you're going to drop, and you'll hit easy pop-ups that the defense can easily get you out. But if this top hand is strong, you'll stay level and hit hard line drives or a hard ground ball through the gap. The next thing that makes a slapper different than a regular hitter is staying close to the pitcher. So a slapper will stay coiled up tight, just like a spring. And what this does is helps you get all your momentum and pop to the ball on contact. Now that we've talked about the mechanics needed, we will discuss the self-discipline required. So self-discipline is something that not only slappers need, but all hitters and pretty much all athletes need. But starting off with pitch selection. Neil Weinberg wrote that good hitters make good decisions on when to swing at a ball and when to take a ball. The only way that you can really work on this is with practice and seeing lots and lots of pitches. So, of course, this requires a lot of self-discipline because you have to do a lot outside of just showing up for the game or showing up for practice. The next thing important is muscle memory. So, all the mechanics that we previously talked about, by the time you're in a game, they have to be a habit. You don't have time to think about all these things in your mind, so you really have to practice all that footwork and timing before you get to the game situation. The next thing is game intelligence. A slapper must have a lot of smart mindsets because with those three different options you have, by the time you get in the box, you have to know the situation of your offense and your defense, and you have to yourself make up your mind about which one you're going to do in the batter's box. Lastly, I'll be talking about the fitness components needed. So for fitness, a slapper most importantly needs speed. Coach Up Nation writes that your slapper will typically be one of your fastest players. And so this puts you in a position to be aggressive and to steal bases. So a slapper is usually your leadoff batter close in the lineup, and you really just use your speed as an advantage to be a base runner so the people after you can move you and you can score. The next thing important is strength. So the stronger you are as a slapper, you can hit the ball either over the defense or through the gap, and by the time the ball gets through, they have no time to make a play on the ball. Slappers also must have a great level of athleticism. So all the mechanics, speed, timing, and footwork we talked about has to all come together at once. So a slapper has to have a good deal of athleticism to be able to do all that at the same time and having a productive at bat. Lastly, a slapper needs to have good endurance. So on every pitch, you're running the box, you're using your speed to get on base, and like we just talked about, most coaches once you get on base, will steal a slapper if they're on base. Now that we have discussed the key elements needed, we know what we need to do to be an effective slap hitter. This includes correct mechanics, self-discipline, and fitness levels that are all vital for a player to have, especially in slap hitting. If you're ever preparing to be a slap hitter, remember these important points to help you be the most successful that you can be.